Hover 3 for both. Let us get this started. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters Event, September 2021, round 1 of the red bracket. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Big matchup here, of course. Nenu, everybody knows. Final 4. Final 4? I don't know. Final 8. What is your opinion of the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire? Very short-sighted on the part of the people who owned that factory to have such horrible conditions. You know, really, come on, invent sprinklers if you're going to have a factory. How about that? All right, first Tetris is on the board for each player. We got dogs barking next door. They're out of control. All right, couple Tetrises for each. Nenu with a little bit of cleanup to do. Cleanup in aisle 7. And bank Tetris for Cheez. 92,000 for him. And 76,000 for Nenu. Nenu, of course, Indonesia. You may have heard that he is in Poland, but that is incorrect information. He's in Indonesia. And of course, Cheez gonna hang, and Cheez, yeah, reset. I didn't see the score for Cheez, but that reset is, yeah. So Nenu is good. If I can't see the score and you do that, then, you know, you're done. All right. So terrible hang for Cheez there. Nenu is good as he's going to get the heart. 122. All right. Nenu already good anyway. Nenu gets the heart, up 1-0 here. And we got ready from Cheez and just need a ready from Nenu, and we got it. Here we go with a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So yeah, just kind of a hang on the left side and then another hang for Cheez. Just rolling stuff, you know. And we should see a fair number of rollers in CTWC. There's a lot of players who are maining rolling. So Cheez, of course, among the most famous. And I got some of the early attention from the press, from the video gaming press. But also Huffaluffagus, really the first person to like win an event, I think, or I don't know, unless there's other events, but maining rolling, winning the WPL Classic Tetris Championship. First IRL win. There you go. Oh, Cheez won the WPL 69 online. Oh my god. Amazing. WPL 69. That's funny. Pumpy, you're supposed to give me real facts, okay? Not silly facts. I need you to give me real facts. But anyway, Huffaluffagus maining rolling. I think Jake, if Jake plays, I don't think he's going back to rolling. Who else is using rolling as main playstyle now? Hydrant. Oh, that's right, Hydrant. Nolan. 183 for Cheez, 140 for Nenu. Oh, Nenu gonna miss the S spin. Oh, he's gonna tap in CTWC. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, Laser Monkey, true, that's right. So 205 for the Cheez, 169 for Nenu. Terry, wait, is that true? Is Terry Purcell practicing rolling Supposedly. I thought that was just memes. Is that just memes? Oh, I did hear that Matt Martin was going to do it. All right, Cheez, $2.99. Nenu, $2.20. Tetris for Nenu, $2.43. But Terry is true. I don't think Harry will ever do that. Oh, Nenu with the early tap load. All right, Nenu having to do a little bit of damage control, but Tetris in the process. And another Tetris on the way down for Nenu, so, you know, no harm, no foul. Only a little bit of harm. $2.92 for Nenu, $3.49 for the Cheez. All right, Nenu having to create a gap there just to keep his stack safe. Cheez's left side kind of a little monkas with that long bar, but he'll be okay. And bang Tetris for Cheez, $3.97 through 81. Yeah, Nenu and Cheez is a classic matchup. Oh, Nenu not quite sure, or, you know, kind of last second decision with that L piece, and kind of a mess. Going to cost him some lines here, but still low enough, no problem. Thanks, Pumps. It is indeed round one. Tetris Crab is ashamed of us for still doing this. I don't know, Crab. It's kind of more exciting than it's ever been. CTWC can be very interesting this year with so many players switching to play styles. Plus, kind of the evolution of post 29 play and all these lines records and score records. Cheez gonna miss a tap. Oh, and miss a couple of taps. Cheez's board kind of falling apart. He's going to miss another tap on the left for Cheez. He's going to top out 452. Nenu needs to get to 453. Yeah. Oh, Crab. Oh, my God. Crab doing crab things. So Nenu's going to need to get to 453. And he's very close. 451. Just needs a few more line clears. Am Cobalt says, more like Tetris crap. That's right. Oh my God, that was a good one. You got him. All right, Nenu is good. He's going to get the hearts. Got him. JW2K with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for 8 months. Me is my wife, it says. Is that the famous Tetris crab? It is. All right, Nenu is ready. If Cheez needs a moment, you feel free to take a moment. And Mo Raj, by the way, 12 minutes ago, I missed it. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. All right, we got it ready from Cheez. We got it ready from Nenu. Here we go. Game 3. Nenu up 2-0. 3-2 on Tetris. Gonna see if Cheez can get it together. That rolling to the left. By the way, tomorrow, make sure you check out. We also have 2 events going on the main channel. It's gonna sound a little weird, but on the main channel at 2 p.m. Central Time, it is Classic Tetris Level 12. It's an entire event series based on Level 12 starts, believe it or not. And we had agreed to allow them use our channel for that before we scheduled the final Challenger Circuit match or bracket. And it just so happened Challenger Circuit bracket, they wanted that time slot. So we're going to put Challenger Circuit on Monthly Tetris 2 with Kibby and Pumpy Heart, and Classic Tetris Level 12 tournament, which is actually really fun. That will be on the main channel. So, and Challenger Circuit's going to be, I think, 3:30 Central Time. So that would be 21:30 UTC. All right, 71,000 for Cheez and 52,000 for Nenu. And Bang Tetris for Cheez, 98. And yeah, by the way, if you are a person who subscribes to Amazon Prime, which is a very cool service that allows you to get free shipping from Amazon. For some reason, they also give you a Twitch Prime subscription that you can assign to your favorite Twitch streamer or your most needy one. And that supports that streamer financially. You get one of those free per month, and feel free to use it on our channel. We would super appreciate it. 154 for Nenu, 150 for Cheez, Cheesy E, sorry. Cheez E. Still can't get used to that. All right, everything so far so good for Cheez. 159, 184 for Nenu. Johnny Newcomb with the Prime sub. Look at that. Thank you so much, Johnny Newcomb. All right. Cheez playing above the next box. No problem for rolling in general. But Cheez has had a little bit of difficulty over on the left side today. Gets the long bar over to the left. Not possible unless you're rolling. So look at that. Amazing. James Chen is going to flip out when he sees that. All right. Long bar dependent on the left side. A little monkey here for Cheez, but he's digging out of it. I mean, it's probably not Monka for him, but it's Monka for me. Portal King, thanks for the follow, and Petrichor. Jeez, just looking for, you know, the right pieces to get him out of this, and a little bit trolled, but this is what happens when you get up this high. Portal King, thanks for the Prime sub. Hype train just started, oh my god. And Cheez with the Tetris, 255, and another one, 278, 328 for Nenu. Thank you so much, Portal King and Johnny Newcomb. We actually did achieve a full level 5 hype train. Was it last broadcast? I think so. Oh, and Stanislaw with the 1 bit. Last second adjustment for Nenu. I mean, check that out. That's crazy. Scam train time. Blur the Fur, thanks for the 100 bits. 326 for Cheez. Nenu 422. Nenu up 2 games to none. So Cheez is going to need a victory, and he's back by 94,000 points. But still plenty of Tetris to be played. Cheez has played a little bit higher on the board than Nenu has, so he's going to be a little bit ahead in lines. Combo delayed burn there for Cheez. Shinobi with the 100 bits. Thank you so much, Shinobi. Or Shinobi. Oh, it's September. Big John, thanks for the follow. Bang Tetris for Nenu, 514. And Cheez here at 128 lines. And a Tetris into transition for Cheez, 446. And Nenu looking at Tetris here into transition. And he's going to do so with a Tetris. 562 transition for Nenu. Cheez is at 495 on level 20. Cheez going to Tetris 520. Anonymous Gifter giving out a tier 1 gift sub to Scamper9. So thank you, Anonymous Gifter. And Scamper9, enjoy your subscription and your emotes. Massive Zeba with the tier 1 resub. 8 months. Oh, Cheez misdropped that square, so that's going to cost a few lines here. And Nenu is gonna dig in a bit. 604. This is allowing Cheez back in, but Cheez not really in a position to kind of Tetris and take advantage of it unless he builds here. But no, probably the safest thing is just to keep that stack low, burn down. Nenu is back to clean and Tetris ready, and bang, Tetris for Nenu. 637. And if I were Cheez, I think Cheez has got the advantage post 29. So I think just staying close and like staying alive till you get to that 29 where you can assert that advantage is probably a good strategy. Startup A, thanks for the 100 bits. But then again, what do I know? All right, a little misdrop with the T for Cheez. That'll cost him a few more lines. Kind of missing, seems to be missing that fifth tap. It's up the right side, but it has to recover. All right, Cheez's left side is probably done for, and he's going to top out at 670. It's that 4 tapping, it seems like, to the left side. So he's trying to hit those 5 taps and just missing that 5th tap. And Cheez is going to top out, and Nenu is good, and Nenu is going to sweep Cheez here. And Nenu probably breathing a sigh of relief because his board, he was deep in a dig. So it is going to be Nenu moving on. Yeah, thanks so much, Cheez. Good to have you here. Hope to see you in future months. And good luck in CTWC. And you got to drill that fifth tap. All right, so it is finally going to be Dylan and the other guy, Moja, right? Got it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris, Classic Tetris Monthly Red Bracket, September 2021. Round 1. And I'm just going to try to fix stencil here a little bit. All right. That should be at least a little better. And then I'll fix the cam because it's backwards. All right, it's the best I can do. All right, no burn so far to answer the question, but or Dylan, sorry, but I have jinxed that. Maybe a little bit of nerves here from Dylan. Of course, the qualifying procedure for this month was sort of our retro classic throwback average of 1. So it was just play for an hour and your highest score, and that is, I don't know, injected a little bit of variance and chaos into the qualifying process. So, but super fun just to see how far the community has come down. I think we had max outs all the way down to futures, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty crazy. No max out left behind. We might do a Super Masters or a Mega Masters when we'll do like a no max out left behind. Is Corian on the scene anymore? Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. Played last month. Yeah, maybe we'll do Mega Masters. And it'll just be anybody who can max out in an hour, you're in. All right, Dylan with a little bit of an issue with these squares. I don't know if it's nerves or just kind of the grip or whatever, but misdrops several in a row for Dylan. 218 for Moja, 140 for Dylan. Tetrosaurus has run out of channel points. Oh my god. Moja getting up high. He's got to top out 221,920. So Dylan needs to get to 222. That is the target, Dylan. And if you do that, you will earn a heart. Nifty little delayed burn for Dylan. Gonna take the safe road instead of going for the dirty. Wait, is that true? Dewey? Stop it. Come on, don't do that to me. You would tell me if somebody were smurfing, alting, right? Alt smurfs, glasses bears, and other online creeps. Come on, guys, gotta help me out. I get a little triggered by that. Oh, that's true. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Good. He was the one who didn't have his VOD saving, and so he qualified again. All right, we need to get to 222 for Dylan. Maybe you can work out some of the nerves in this match here and just trying to stay safe. There's no need to go to extremes here. Just nice, safe builds. Got all the time in the world to line this out. Which playstyle is your favorite? Hybrid doesn't exist. That is true. All right, answer. Dylan's got a board that seems to work now. He's 2 Tetrises away from taking game 1. Game trolling a little bit, but gets Tetris number 1. And one more Tetris will do it for him. And there's a long bar, and bang, Tetris. Dylan is good, and we'll get the heart so you can top out, sir. GG's. Well, hey, good enough. 227 through 105 is good enough. All right, let's get a hover 3 for both players, and we will get this underway. Would it be weird to rotate this counterclockwise? Would that be weird? Just have like a controller? Is that weird? Kind of like that. All right, we got hover 3s for both. Let's go ahead and count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I kind of like that, to be honest. Karelia blames COVID for rolling. Well, I blame rolling for COVID. Rolling causes COVID. Did you know that? Both of them were created in a Chinese lab. But you didn't know that. Barrett hates the sideways controller. I like it. I mean, Dylan's controller is sideways, right? If I have to move Moja's back, then I have to move Dylan. All right, 93,000 for Moja, 120 for Dylan, aka Answer2Question. Yeah, I can rotate Dylan's wrong and then keep Moja's where it is. Or Moja. I don't know if it's Moja or Moja, but whatever. All right, same score, same lines. Oh, this song is good. Oh, misdrop for Dylan. His woes continue here. Mohang. Oh my god, Mohang. Wasn't that something? Wasn't that like slang when we were kids for dingleberries? I think that's what I think that was, dingleberries. Oh my god, I haven't thought of that in like a million years. All right, Moja getting that long bar over to the left. 286 for Moja. 288 for Dylan. I did grow up in the, I guess technically, in the Reagan administration. That is true. Although I wouldn't have known Mohang then because I was, you know, small, but. All right, Moja is set up in column 3, and bang, Tetris 323. Dylan's gonna get Tetris 339, separated by about a half a Tetris, or 2/3 of a Tetris. Yeah, I'm an old person. Elderly. All right, 374 for Moja. 385 and a Tetris for Dylan. He's already set up for another one. There's one for Moja as well. Am I old enough to be a grandpa? I guess technically I could. But I haven't even had kids yet, so whatever. You all are my children. So if any of you have kids, then I guess that I'm a grandfather. That's right, Vandy's little pog champs. Oh, Moja! Oh no, is trying to like get that T-piece, pole vault that T-piece around, but so a little bit of work to do for Moja, and you know, 20 lines before the 19 transition. Just looking to get this squared away. No pun intended. No, pun a little bit intended. And it looks like he's going to get it back to normal. And there you go. Moja set up clean, set up on the right side. Dylan going to get a Tetris 518. There's one for Moja. Clean stack. And room for one more Tetris before the 19 transition. Transition number 1. Oh, that left side for Moja. Why do this now? Just transition clean. And getting droughted. Gonna have to take a triple. Still getting droughted. No good place for a square. Gets long bar down, but has kind of a jacked up stack here on 19. See what he can do. Kind of an unknown player to me. Seems pretty capable so far, though. Shoot. And taking care of business is Moja. 524 here on level 2597 now. 623 for Answer to Question, Mr. Dylan. On level 21. So there you go. Moja getting it done. And just a few pieces away. Oh, actually can go for the center well dirty Tetris and gets it. And Moja is drilled back down to the bottom and clean. So good survival from Moja there after pretty jacked up transition. So miss the S piece here. The S spin. 578 for Moja, 661 for Dylan. Dylan needs some of that internet. He's one of those extra internets that Tegamech has hanging around. Yeah, my new place, I'm not 100% sure what the internet situation will be, so hopefully it's good enough for streaming. Oh my god, if it isn't, I don't know what I'll do. Right now I've got AT&T fiber, and I'm not sure that fiber is available in the new place, so we will see. All right, Tetris from Moja 628 here in level 25. Dylan saying he topped out at 673. So Moja, you got to get to 674 to be safe here. Looks like about a Tetris away. And there is the Tetris. And yeah, so you are good, Moja. You can top out if you want to mullen from a 700 on level 26. I guess that's okay, but you're going to tie it up. Don't waste your mullen on this. Your Wi-Fi isn't bugging, it's your computer. He's going to restart OBS, no problem. All right, Moja is ready. Dylan is ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, thanks everybody for sticking with us. We got 169 viewers. Hey now. And he's not 100% stencil ready, so I'll have to fix stencil again. Of course. It's okay. But try to, you know, if you do make it through, try to get it fixed in time for the final broadcast. If you make it that far, their answer, but not if Moja has anything to say about it. Oh, I could just pretend. I could put me on there and pretend I'm playing. Oh, I call him Song Scout? Oh my god. He'll always be Song Scout to me. Prediction result is yes. Oh my god, that's right. Alright, Moja with some early trouble. A nice triple, you'll love to see it. Not out of the woods yet, but getting there. Love a long bar left, and he's gonna get it left. And wow, great placements, great concentration, great discipline. Moja looks like they're gonna get out of this. And Tetris ready. Dylan at 142. Moja with the Tetris. And another one to finish it off. So back by a little less than a Tetris is Moja right now. But, you know, 10 lines ahead. Just from playing up so high. Pieces don't have far to fall. And so you make lines a lot quicker when you're playing up that high. Oh, I'm mixing up left and right again? Oh my god. Well, I'm getting old. The first thing to go is left and right. You know, when you're young, everything's on the left, and as you get older, everything moves to the right. Once you start paying taxes and having a 401k. All right, 258 for answer to question, 195 for Moja. $304 for Dylan. All right, a few little adjustments there for Dylan. Dylan with a good halfway to transition pace here. 349 through 70 lines. And very sus, you know, Dylan all of a sudden got really good. Now that his cam is off. All right, 317 for Moja, 357 for Dylan. Moja catching up a bit, though. Been very efficient since the very beginning. You know, since that very beginning part where he was building up high and had to burn a lot. But since then, very efficient. And 373 for Moja, 431 for Answer2Question, aka Dylan. Van, can we talk about the abundance of people in the Tetris scene making their own scout illustrations as their profile pictures? I mean, you know, I was lucky enough to have one done of me very early, so I used it just because, you know, you don't want to see my stupid, ugly face, you know, all the time in my whatever. But I'm not like an anime fan or Dragon Ball Z fan, so my profile picture options are limited. So that's what I chose. And now everyone's getting theirs, and Scout is not getting paid at all for it. I mean, he's spending all this effort. People just getting free profile pics. I mean, you should tip him if you use it. All right, we are Moja's transitioned. He's at 518 or level 19. Dylan 549 with still 2 Tetrises to go, but he's actually gonna have to take some burns. He's not asking money. I know. It is these are ironic statements. Axis. Keep up. 576 transition for Dylan. Does Game Scout have a Patreon yet? I don't know, but it would be something he should do. I don't know if he's trying to make a full-time go of his you know, it's very hard to make a full-time living having anything to do with this Tetris scene here. So, you know, but I guess it can't hurt. So I don't know, you should give it a shot. Put a Patreon up. And I guess get while the getting's good, right? Oh my God, Corellia. You know, the one thing I love about the auto mod is that it alerts me to comments that I might otherwise have missed that I think are hilarious. Maybe that's why we're not getting partner, because the spicy comments that we allow. Both players struggling a little bit here. Moja 697, but getting it burned down. It was a best of 5, but it is now effectively a best of 3. What are these colors on 22? Oh, misdrop for Dylan. Should mods allow these terms? Yeah, we're pretty loose, you know, here. I don't, you know, whatever. I don't know. I probably shouldn't, but I don't know. I just don't want to be a stick in the mud, you know? But yes, hands. Oh, and Dylan, it's kind of collapsing here. 976, Dylan's got a top out, and Moja is good. Dylan, it's just the piece never came and got high and whatever. Yeah, we're probably not going to use that. I don't know. We're probably going to deny that one. That one's a little too crazy. All right, so the heart goes to Moja. Aaron, do you want mod in the Discord server? All right, 888 for Moja. You do? What? All right, what do you want to do? Because You would like to pin some educational videos? That works for me. All right, are you going to disappear in like 6 months? All right, we got readies for both players. 2 games to 1 for Moja. Just needs one more to win. 3-2-1 Tetris. I think the Challenger Circuit broadcast might be a little bit delayed because of all the tech problems we've had. So thanks everybody for hanging in. All right, I will mod Aaron in the Discord server. All right, I will mod Aaron. What about who else should I mod? We need people who are going to do some stuff, you know, not just twiddle their thumbs and admire themselves and say, "Oh, look at me, I'm a mod." We need people of action. Ghost is very active. Yeah, that'll happen. Blale, you? Oh my god. What is your Discord name? I don't even know your Discord name, Blale. Dewey is always doing something on the CTM Discord. What are you doing? Pooping on it? Yeah, Messix will never be mod. That is that. You know, I'd sooner die than that. All right, 104 for Moja, 80,000 for Answer to Question. We need some. I need some people that can do website stuff to help Dex4 out with the website. You know, or add some functionality to the website. We need Tetris leaderboard, world records on the website, all that stuff. Guitaro, yeah, but Guitaro's busy, man, making like real dollars. But Guitaro, yeah, I don't know if Guitaro wants to be a mod. I like Guitaro as sort of an independent person. And I don't think he wants to be a mod anyway. He's already got his own stuff going on. Oh no, Moja's left side gonna be able to get something over or not. Longbar gets it over 30 Tetris. Holy crap. Wow. I guess I should start practicing for CTWC because I can't say holy crap on the CTWC broadcast, right? So I should probably start getting ready. It's gonna be the same setup as last time. Me and Beast and Shen, he's doing the streaming and being accompanied by, you know, what are the names? So I think I will have Chris Tang the entire time, and I think Beast and Shen will have James Chen and Kingsman and maybe Bidwell sometimes too. So it's gonna be me and Chen the whole time. I mean, me and Tang the whole time. So there you go, legend. I thought Chris Tang and I had pretty good chemistry, actually. I thought we had a pretty good rapport going, so I enjoyed my time with just me and Tang. Is Sharky joining the commentary? I think Sharky is doing the silver bracket. I think everything's pretty much exactly the same as it was last year. But we'll see what happens after this year if they get sick of Andy. I mean, I know they're keeping me on because, you know, I can run the stream and my computer works and, you know, whatever. I can. But next year, when it's live, probably kick old Vandy to the curb. Unless there's some fan uprising which says, hey, man, keep Vandy. Save Vandy, right? No, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. 240 for Moja, 387 for Answer to Question. Did I commentate in 2019? Yes, I did. Side stage with Heather. $411 for Dylan. Dylan gonna have to win this one if he wants to stay in. Yeah, Side Stage was killer last year. I mean, that's where, you know, Harry Hong went out, Buko went out, the Rise of Matt Martin. All right, we are approaching transition. At least Moja is anyway. Man, back by 3 Tetrises and ahead in lines by 8 or 10. So this is a pretty good advantage for Dylan right now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll have me back for 2022. I hope so. I really enjoyed it. And I thought I did okay. But mostly I was trying to be a good sidekick for Heather, because Heather is a real, you know, people care more about Heather than Vandy, really. So that's what I was trying to be a good second there for Heather. 422 for Moja, 504 for Answer to Question, aka Dylan. And Dylan's board kind of breaking down here. It's going to take some serious concentration and pieces. And Dylan going to top out 507. Moja needs 508. Just 8,000 points away. Just take that triple, I think, and you're good. And there's a Tetris anyway. And Moja is going to win this match 3-1. Rip Dylan. Dylan, thanks so much for making the extra effort here to overcome your tech difficulties and stay with us. Hope to see you again in a Masters event. And now it is time. And it looks like we got a hover 3 for both players. We're going to get this underway. It is the quarterfinals for the red bracket. There we go. 3-1 Tetris. It's going to be weird to have this just kind of floating scout head, though. There's no reason to have it there. I'm going to get rid of that. There you go. Oh my god, that's a weird thing. All right, we are underway. Moja from Germany. Nenu from not Germany. Mr. Brain, thank you so much for your kind comments. Appreciate it. Yeah, the winner of this is going to play Tristop, which is amazing. And Tristop really, you know, really due for a victory in one of these events, you know. I'm sure he's won other events in CTB and all these other whatever, which are fine events in themselves, but, you know, I think you want to CTM win, you know. There's a lot of prestige here, plus some money, so. Hey, Parabex, what's going on? Welcome. You want Scout back? Oh my god, I'll bring Scout back. Toby GH3, thanks so much for the tier 1 sub. All right, we'll bring Scout back once in a while. I'm not sure. Any topic for the red bracket rant? I mean, I don't know. We don't really have an official policy that there must be a red bracket rant, but you know, I've talked about some topics. I've discussed some topics. I don't remember what they are, but all right, Moja doing some scrambling up here near the top of the board. He's got a triple setup down the bottom, and it's going to get it, bring a stack down to safety. 102 for Moja, 239 for As If On Ya Menu. And just, you know, just crazy big brain setups here from Nenu. And Nenu just trying to bring this board down because the game is just not giving the bar, and finally, you know, trolls with that bar. Oh, man. Nenu with an incredibly wrinkled brain. Give the man... So don't give him the bar now. Look at how wrinkled that guy's brain is, and he's out of it. So Nenu is good. 306 here, 159 for Moja. You wish I took crypto donations? I do have a crypto wallet. I should probably get that. I don't know if it would be for the prize fund, though, because the prize fund is all going to go through Matcherino. So, but if you want to contribute, you know, to just keeping CTM alive and keeping Vandy and chicken sandwiches and all that, I mean, so Moja's left side really crazy. He's going to hang a right bar on the right. And Nenu is good. Nenu can top out. Nenu gets a heart. Well ahead here. There you go, Stanislav. Good job. There you go. All right, so Nenu with heart number 1. There have been 0 max outs today. True. It's been very kind of grindy games here. And hover 3s from both players. Let's go ahead and start game number 2. Game number 2 is coming after you. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, I promised not to do my... to do my Grand Designs impression. My Van Designs. Hell yeah. There's Moodoos. What's going on, Moodoos? Moodoos still, gotta be honest, still one of my favorites, even after all these years. There's a lot of Moodoos antipathy out there, but I like the guy, you know. All right, 114 for Nenu. 98,000 for Moja. You know, you don't have to endorse every single thing a person says or does or whatever to, you know, find value in them. Yeah, what did Moodoos do? Yeah, he created the largest Tetris event ever. Oh my god. And he just screams at you. And threatens to take the event away. If you like, oh, people didn't show up for a week or whatever. Or they're not playing fast enough, so we're going to take this event away from you, and just whine and whatever until people come, no, we'll help you, we'll fix it, we'll run the event for you. So, oh, imagine passing on a line spin. No, he doesn't. Nenu's gonna get that line spin. Love it. 215, 800 something for both players. So, but Moja gonna get the Tetris and another one. Nenu's gonna get one. So 260 for Moja, 240 for Zafania Nenu. I mean, look at these setups for Nenu. I know. I don't want to get canceled for liking Moodoos, so I'll just pretend that I don't, but secretly watch him anyway. All right, Moja in a little bit of trouble. Gets a long bar over, so gets a Tetris and a triple to bring the stack down, but there's still going to be a bit of burning to do. This should allow Nenu to get out to a lead. He's wasted more people hours than any other Tetris organizer. Cumulatively, I'm not sure if that's true. I mean, I do go back 3 years. Maybe that's true now, though. But at this point, I just have everybody else do everything, and then I take the credit. So maybe that's true. All right, 304 for Moja, 349 for As If on Your Menu. I realize that maybe like 20% of the people watching understand what As If on Your Menu means, but that's okay. Yeah, Moodu's heart is in the right place, and his mind is often in the right place, but, you know, sometimes the truth is complicated. And it doesn't admit of easy soundbite kind of answers, you know? And there's room, you know what? There's room for people of all persuasions here at Classic Tetris Monthly. $380 for Moja, $385 for Nenu. Nenu's got that center well Tetris, and the game finally given the long bar. He's going to be set up, well, and a piece will be set up again for another dirty Tetris. Puts a Tetramino over the well on the right side, though. $383 for Moja. Finally, the Tetris 406. $433 for Nenu. And Nenu looking fresh here, just like his stack. 481. Setting up, oh, the 5 below for Nenu. You know what stinks is we're going to have to put together a whole guide. Oh, look at these adjustments for Nenu. It's huge, wrinkled brain. We're going to have to put like a guide to all the tuck setups and, you know, the named adjustments and all that stuff for the kind of the primary CTWC commentators who aren't really here all year. They just kind of saunter on in toward, you know, October and be like, what is happening? You know? And then we have to tell them what is happening. So we got to set up some sort of intel guide for them. I'm sure Pumpy will be involved in that. We should give them the wrong names. Just send them a PDF with all the wrong names. $560 for Moja, $637. There is a guide, but we have to make it digestible for them and say this is your guide. You know, can't just say, "Oh, go read this stuff on the internet." They won't do it. You gotta say, "Here's your commentator guide." You know, $621 for Moja, $692 for Nenu. Do the CTWC guys not follow any of the scene? Yeah, not really. If by CTWC guys you mean, you know, like the main event commentators, not really too much. If by CTWC guys you mean people like Kingsman, Vandy, Chris Bidwell does to an extent. But these are real adults with like real jobs and, you know. All right, $795 for Moja, $789 for Nenu. Super close here on level 24. Same number of lines. Bang Tetris for Nenu. Tetris Moja, $825. Nenu, $853. Great adjustment for Nenu. $917 for Nenu, trying to stay efficient. Nenu up by basically 2 Tetrises and ahead by 4 lines. Kind of a column 8 Tetris for Nenu. Moja now burning, and this is really gonna hurt Moja's chances here this deep in the game. You really need to be piling on Tetrises and playing so clean because the Tetrises are worth more, and he is burning those levels away. 906 for him, 958 for Nenu. Nenu not clean on the left side, but looking to get there, and he's pretty close to getting there. He's going to get that square. That'll clean up, and Moja's going to top out 907 here at 27, and Nenu is good and gets heart number 2. So Nenu is 1 heart away from making it into the semifinals and into the money. All right. Well, let us get a ready from both players when they are ready. And yes, a max out. I forgot. Oh my God, a max out in competition. What is happening? All right, we got hover 3s from both players. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Nenu up 2-0 here in the red bracket quarterfinals. Wait, since when is there money in CTM? Dude, money. These guys won't play for money, so we had to start bribing them to play, basically. Did I thank T-Storm for the raid previously? If you want to contribute to the prize pool, you can do so by clicking on that Matcherino command link. And you can contribute actual straight cash, homie. Or you can do sponsor quests, and that just means like, oh, like this tweet, follow this Twitter account, retweet that, fill out this survey, and you can donate or contribute to the prize pool without actually any money changing hands from you to us. So that's a great thing to do while you're watching, just kind of mindlessly doing these tasks and whatever. Yeah, it would be good, you know, if the people who follow the scene, if the people who are commenting on the end were following the scene, I think that would be a great thing. But, you know, I mean, it's like they're not there just for that. They got name recognition. There's a tradition. And, you know, they bring in the normies. The normies want to hear that. Like, for example, like if you watched World Series of Poker, right? If you're a poker fan, right? You would watch World Series of Poker. And, you know, are Lon McCarran and Norman Chad, do they know every single thing about every single player, and can they break down all the strategy and know everything about every player? No, not really. They got a research team for that, but it just wouldn't be the same event without them, you know? And I agree with that. So it's like, you know, it's a tradition, and I think it's a good tradition. I think it always is funny, though. Like, oh, no, Nenu. He's got some problems here. Would love a long bar just to get this stack down. And this is, oh, so cheesy. So cheesy right now. And so much concentration required here. But getting it done. Pole vaulting and this and that, and Nenu's getting this burned down. You know, obviously wasting a lot of pace here, but what are you gonna do? You gotta survive. So, and he's getting this drilled down. Give the guy the J. Oh no, he's gonna get the Z to do it. And Nenu's gonna be safe, and he clears it open. And look at that, bang Tetris for Nenu, still in the lead. 271 through 69 lines. 245 for Moja. Incredible concentration, coupled with, you know, the pieces. You got to have both. And Nenu is still going to maintain the lead despite that. Unbelievable. You can see why this guy is a threat to go deep, and you can see why he's a 2-time CTM champion. Moja gets that long bar over to the right side and gets the Tetris. Kind of an icky situation for Moja right there, which had no good place for a square. And he's got holes kind of in columns 4 and 5, so we're just going to have to burn all this down. Try to avoid covering those holes. And anyway, great adjustment there. I don't know if that one has a name, but it's an adjustment. Nenu 408, Moja 331. Moja set up dirty in column 2. And he's going to cover it just as the long bar comes. So thanks, game. And he's just not going to mess around with it. He's going to burn that down. All right, 456 for Nenu, 340 for Moja. Nenu's still looking good. He's got over 100,000. He's got a 135,000 point lead. That is 6 Tetrises. That is quite a lead here pre-transition. But, you know, when you get to the later levels, that's 4 Tetrises. So certainly can be overcome. And if you spend 1 or 2 levels burning and your opponent is, you know, efficient during those 2 levels, you can make up that lead pretty darn quick. Yeah, Nenu's still one of my favorite players to watch. I mean, if not my favorite player. No offense to anybody else, but plus he's always looking so fresh. That haircut. He's got the V-neck shirt, just like Vandy does. Although he wears it much better than I do. 580 transition, just about. For Nenu, bang, Tetris 606. Moja 1 Tetris away from transition, and there it is. 427. So Nenu is up by 14 lines and 200,000 points. So Nenu's got, Moja's got a level and a half worth of lines in hand. So that will factor into it. And Nenu, some great adjustments here to keep his board safe. Tetris for Moja, already set up for another one, was double deep. And bang, another one for Moja, 505. So making some of this up while Nenu is now burning. But Nenu can afford to play it a little bit safe with a lead, or at least a lead in score. Now, there's 8 to 10 lines. If you call that 3 Tetrises, and if you gave those Tetrises to Moja, that would be 90,000. That still wouldn't be enough to catch up to Nenu. So it's a real lead for Nenu here. All right, Nenu keeping his board safe. That left side is going to be a little problematic. That Tetris on the left is going to help a lot. And so Nenu just trying to stay alive here now. He's got the lead, doesn't want to squander it. Line spin for Nenu. See, line spin, useful. It's not just for swag. All right, Nenu going to be alive. He's still got a lead of about 120,000. I mean, that line spin's so good. Nenu's still in the lead. And now Moja left side did not get the S all the way over, so that's going to cost some. Gets the long bar over. So still alive is Moja, but parity issues on the left are going to lead to some placements on the right that are just really iffy. And he's going to top out. Moja's going to top out. And Nenu is going to get heart number 3. And you have a winner of the red bracket Masters semifinalist. And Scout is saying, dang it, I'm going to have to pay this guy some money. Dang it, he says. Oh my God, there is Nenu right there. Wowies. Here, let's take a look at his game here. And he can play it out if he wants, but yeah, I mean, there's no max out happening. So let's just look at this guy. Let's just watch him play it out just for do a little bit of a victory lap. But Nenu, you will be playing in the semifinals and finals event. All right, let's give you the dang it, says Scout. Oh my God, I gotta pay out money to this guy. Just pickpocketing Scout. Oh my God.